Order fill.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, September 13th, 2024, and we're going up with QQQ. H pattern, close enough, moving average bounce. H pattern. H pattern. H pattern. H pattern, moving average bounce, 555. Slingshot.
Horizontal line triggered on symbol QQQ.
And there's a $1 move, ladies and gentlemen. What we're going to do is we're going to lock in half of our gains, and then we're going to play this bar by bar. Impulse. Correct. And then we're expecting an impulse back up. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. 3 times so far, the price dropped down to roughly the 473.75 area and reacted to go back up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our stop and place it slightly under that targeted area because it's acting like good support. The longer it sits there, it becomes more and more like concrete. It'll hold that area. Another thing to factor in is we have the Michigan consumer sentiment coming up here in about less than 4 minutes. So we'll see how that goes. That news might drive us to our $2 target. But even if it doesn't, we have our stop in play. So if the price reacts to the downside, we'll just take our profits. But again, just looking at the charts and everything it's telling me, the chart is telling me that the price has a very high and strong probability that will continue to go back up. Might go up to the high of the day and then fail, but that puts us roughly around that $2 mark. Again, we won't know until the 10 o'clock news. So we're going to sit back, relax, and watch this through. As you can see right here is where that concrete floor is forming. So if it's going to break that, it has to go up and a good amount before it comes back down and crashes through it.
Horizontal line
Order
triggered on
fill.
symbol QQQ.
And there is a $2 move, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see with the news, it had a reaction. So we're going to just stick around and see if we can potentially... Hold on 1 second. It might go back up real quick. Hold on.
Order fill.
All right. We're going back up with QQQ. I will go over why we got in and draw on the charts here in just a few moments once we get out of the danger zone. But as you can see, that price dropped right back down to the area that we actually started the first trade that we took. So again, we're going to wait a few moments, let the dust settle, and then we'll mark up our charts and I'll explain what I saw and why I reacted the way I did. All right, so it was that bar, and I think it was roughly around that price. Don't hold me to it. I just reacted. I didn't necessarily look. So let's mark this up. Copy it, and I'll put. All right, here. We're already up $1 right there. And then let me just see where $2. I have a statistical belief that that price will come right back up to where it started. So we'll see. That's roughly around $2. If you look at our 1 minute chart, we had a slingshot. If you look at our 2 minute chart, we had another slingshot. And on our 5 minute chart, we did have a lightning to the upside and a 50 moving average bounce, and as well as it returned back to the same point of origin that it started that whole up move. Impulse, correct. And I expect an impulse back up. As you can see, hold on, let me turn down the turn up the transparency so we can see. And all right. So why did I pick that specific area? Because that's actually where it caught support and then it launched off of. So people do it a little bit differently. I understand that, but I like to make areas of control the point of how I articulate correct impulse waves.
Horizontal line triggered on symbol QQQ.
And there's a $2 move. We're going to lock in $1 and then we're going to watch this bar by bar. I expect possibly one more retrace. I want to see how that reacts off of the high of the day. And then we can move forward from there. Right now, we're just going to do a bar by bar. But now that we got that $1 locked in, it really doesn't matter if it comes down and knocks us out. But I think we might have one more retrace in the tank since we're revisiting that high of the day. And here's the retrace that we were expecting. It's a little bit deeper than I thought it would be. So what we're going to do is once we get back up to the high, come on now, right there. All right, and copy it once more. Sugar. All right. So once we get back to the high of the day, if it doesn't get past that area with speed and violence, we'll close out on this impulse back up that we're anticipating.
Order filled.
And there's a little bit better than a $2 move today, ladies and gentlemen. As always, never forget, be a pro.
Order filled.
We're going up with QQQ for the third time. This will be our last time. I'll mark up my charts here in just a bit, just in case this drops real quick. We were already at $4+ for the 2 trades that we've already taken, so this is pretty much a no loss situation, but I believe that this might go up a little bit higher. As you can see, since we got out of our second trade, we came down, rested on that 21 moving average. We have a slingshot in our 1 minute chart. We have a lightning on our 2 minute chart with a moving average balance H pattern, and we have a 555 lightning to the upside on our 5 minute. All right, so we got in roughly speaking there. Let's change the color because we're drawing on our charts a lot. It could get confusing. Do dotted. Let's duplicate this. Let's show you where a $1 move would be, and we're going to see if it gets to that target. All right, so we impulsed up, made a new high, came back down to that 21, grab power, and I believe we're going to go back up on impulse. So we're in the middle of a corrective wave. I expect the price to accelerate to and possibly through that $1 area. Let me show you a little trick right here. As you can see, let me extend this to the left. As you can see, we're in a channel rising, so we're going up. So you can see we're bouncing back and forth within that channel. So what I would like to see is that price to accelerate up to the median, which is that dotted area. So we have 2 standard deviation would be the left high line in the yellow, and then the bottom would be 2 standard deviations off the median, and that is also yellow. So we're gonna see how it gets to the median, accelerating past it. If it doesn't get up to the extreme, which would be 2 standard deviation off of the median, if it starts to fail when it gets back up roughly around the 475.25 area, we'll look to pull profits at that point. But I don't always draw my charts because I've trained my eyes to see what I need to be seeing, but as an observer, a viewer, I'm just trying to give you some visuals that you can kind of see what I'm seeing in live time as well.
Horizontal line triggered on symbol QQQ.
And there's a $1 move, ladies and gentlemen. What we're going to do is we're going to see if there's one last retrace and a last impulse. All right, so this is a deep retrace. So what we'll do is we will close out when we revisit the high of the day again, and we'll call it.
Order filled.
And there's better than a $1 move, ladies and gentlemen. So our first trade, we got better than a $2 return. The second trade, better than a $2 return. This one, slightly better than a $1 return. So based on 3 trades today, we made over $5 moves in QQQ. As always, never forget, be a pro.